Hi everyone, Amanda Saladin here from Love Life Yarn, and today is all about how to read those crazy crochet abbreviations. I know when I started, it felt like it was in another language, and it took quite a while to break down the language of crochet. So this video is here to help you do exactly that. It was originally day 3 of my Crochet Pattern Cure workshop, and there is, if you like, you can purchase the workbook, which goes along with it, and it also has interactive quizzes that will help you with these abbreviations if you like, but these videos are completely helpful even if you don't pick up the workbook. So there's a link in the description if you want to check it out. Otherwise, let's just hop in. All right, here we have our common abbreviations cheat sheet from the workbook. So all of these things that you can see here are commonly used in crochet. So you have the beginning, or to like begin around, is just BEG. Let me zoom in a bit here, even though it doesn't always like me. All right. Okay, there we start. BLO is back loop only. We saw this a day or so ago in our other lesson when it talks about, working in just one loop. You could have that or a front loop. A BO is usually a bobble. BPdc, and that P is not always capitalized, but sometimes it is the back post double crochet. And then same thing for the back post treble. CC will always be your contrasting color, so that will always be, you'll only see that if you have a main color. And sometimes if you have many colors, you might see CC1, CC2. It just helps you know which color is which. And then we have a chain stitch, which is a CH. If it's a chain space, it's this CH. Sometimes there's not a dash there. Usually there is a dash there. CL is a cluster. DC is double crochet. It's a very common one. You see that a lot of our basic stitches. ESC is extended single crochet. That's another common stitch there. FLO, front loop only. And then you had the back post crochets. Now you have the front post double crochet and front post treble. Just a difference in the way that you work those. Half double crochet and then half double crochet 2 together. And then you have INC for increase. Now, typically if you see increase in a pattern, it's going to mean that you work more than one stitch in the same stitch. So let's say I have a doll pattern, and when you're working, the increases for, like, say, the head from the neck, it will say increase in each stitch around. The next one might say single crochet and then increase the next one and then repeat that around. And so I've specified in the stitch pattern, the stitch instructions, that an increase is 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So typically that's what you're going to see when you see an increase used. It's not always. It may just say 2 single crochet in next stitch, but sometimes people like to abbreviate it, and it depends for me. If I use it a lot, like that doll pattern, I went ahead and used the abbreviation. And there's our main color, MC. REP stands for repeat, and you may see RPT. Either one, just repeat whatever you're doing when abbreviated. Round is abbreviated RND. Sometimes you'll see it has a right and a wrong side, so it would be RS for right side. SC is single crochet. SC2 together is single crochet 2 stitches together. SK is skip, so it'll tell you to skip the next stitch, whatever it would tell you that, or skip however many stitches. SL, ST is a slip stitch. SP is a space. ST is a stitch. Okay, and of course STS would be stitches. Okay, my husband was looking over a pattern for me, and he's like, what is ST? It's a stitch. So it's totally confusing language to people who don't crochet. And when you're starting out, it's definitely like learning a new language. So you have to learn all these abbreviations. Well, not quite all of them, because some of them, it will specify in the pattern if it's something weird, but a lot of these. Then you have a T-CH is a turning chain. So if, like, you chained 3 at the beginning of a row or around, and it would say join with a slip stitch to top of TCH, it would be the turning chain. So you would work into the top of those 3 chains, or how many chains you had. TOG is together, like in that single crochet 2 together, or half double or double. TR is treble crochet, and then TR2 TOG is treble crochet 2 stitches together. WS is the wrong side, and then YO is yarn over. Okay, that's used very commonly, especially in instructions for pattern stitches. It'll say, you know, YO for yarn over, and then insert your hook, and it goes into detail. So those are some abbreviations. Like I said, if you have the workbook, you can print out this cheat sheet. Otherwise, I know they have them online. All right, so let's look at a stitch guide. Okay, it'll say, like, you know, special stitches, or it could say stitch guide or stitch descriptions, anything like that. It's the same thing. Okay, so this is where you'll find the information you need to complete any special stitches for this pattern, whatever pattern you're doing. You may see common abbreviations. Like I said, I've started doing that with mine and putting a section where there's common abbreviations, but not always. So they're going to assume the designer's going to assume that you know that an SC is single crochet. Like, those things are very common. So if you run into anything that you don't know, Google it. Like, I even went over to Google and I said, what does SK mean in crochet? And right there, SK means skip. So if you look up something like that, it's going to help you out. So if you find something you totally don't know what it means, just look it up. Just Google it. I like Google, you know, we can Google everything, which is great. Okay, and so if you don't know, you can look that up there. The stitch guide or special stitches, and usually these are less common stitch patterns if they're going to be in there. So like a cluster, like a double crochet cluster, or a fan stitch. It will tell you how to work it. So it should have the name of the stitch. So if it was a 5 double crochet cluster, it would say that, and then it would have some kind of abbreviation for that. So it may be the number 5 and DC-CL, and then it would tell you exactly how to work that stitch. So don't, you know, if you see a weird thing, if you're looking at a pattern, you see something weird, you know, don't panic. Go back to the stitch guide and see if they explain, and they should, how to do a weird stitch like that. Okay, so if you see anything unfamiliar, go back, and here's an example right here. I had some, this is one of my patterns. It was from that wreath that was on top, so it says to yarn over, YO. And guys, if you have the workbook, there's a ton of exercises in there to practice. So you know, you can read, and then it'll write it out for you, and you can practice and see if you understand it. So if not, I mean, just practice with other things, or like ones that have videos, and just, you know, look in there. So this one is yarn over, insert your hook into stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2 loops on hook, yarn over, insert hook in same stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and draw through the remaining 3 stitches on hook. And I did not abbreviate this, so I didn't have to put an abbreviation in it. This is what I put, work a 2 double crochet cluster. I could have abbreviated it with just CL. It would have been fine, but I did not do that in this particular pattern. It was for one of the flowers on the wreath. And then I also had a chain 2 picot, chain 2, slip stitch, and second chain from hook. That way when you see chain 2 picot in that space or whatever, you can go back up here and say, oh, okay, that's easy enough. The cluster, it's really just, you know, pretty much a double crochet 2 together in one space instead of 2. But yeah, you write it out longhand like this. Okay, so that is where you'll find something like this, a special stitches section. And our last topic today is reading a pattern stitch. Okay, so if you see something that says pattern stitch, you know, or what does that mean? Okay, pay special attention to that, because the difference is that this particular section repeats over more than one row. Okay, the example I'm giving at the bottom is a 1 row repeat where it repeats, but it's something that's not just worked, you know, one individual little stitch. Like, you know, it's not just one of these stitches right here. It's maybe the entire row, you know. So if it was part of a garment, it might have a very specific, you know, 2 or 3 row repeat that gives you a really cool texture. But it's just going to go ahead and say that that's the pattern stitch, or sometimes a stitch pattern, and you work that over that many rows. And so that's, like I said, rows. So if you're working a 2 row repeat of specific stitches, they could just say, here are your 2 rows, and go with it when you see this. So here's my example. I have a design that uses a seed stitch, moss stitch, we can call it. It's a single crochet chain 1, and it's 1 row, but it's repeated. So since it's not just one particular stitch, the way to put it in there as a row is a pattern stitch or a stitch pattern. So in this one you see row 1, I chain 1, then single crochet into first single crochet, chain 1, skip next single crochet in the chain 1, next chain 1 space, and you repeat from that star little asterisk to the last 2 stitches, single crochet in the chain 1 space and single crochet in the last single crochet. Don't worry, tomorrow we'll get into punctuation, so don't fret. You see the asterisks, don't freak out. Okay, and then you repeat that row for the pattern stitch. So when it says like work even in pattern stitch for 4 inches or whatever it's going to be, you know, that just means that you just repeat the pattern stitch, however many rows it is, over and over and over until your piece measures that. Another note that I didn't jot down here is that I get a question sometimes when I have like work even in single crochet. And what that means is that you just, like it'll say like rows 3 through 12, work even in single crochet. That means that you work a normal single crochet, a chain 1 at the beginning, and regular single crochet in 1 in each stitch for that many rows. So you're just taking the project, you're not increasing or decreasing, you're working evenly, so straight, in whatever type of stitch it is. So it may say work even in pattern stitch, it may say work even in double crochet. A lot of designers will put something like that, work even. So if you see that, that's what it means. And this is our section on patterns and stitches. So I hope this has been helpful. So there's more exercises in the workbook, multiple choice and some stuff like that. And I even created an online quiz if you want to check that out for abbreviations. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And I will see you tomorrow where we talk about punctuation. So tomorrow's going to be a big one, guys, because punctuation, I think, is where most people get confused in pattern reading. So we're going to delve deep into punctuation, and I'm going to help you learn how to decipher it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Go ahead and practice some. And if you have the workbook, do those lessons. Otherwise, go find you some patterns and practice reading them. And then if you have a video, it's even better. That way you can go and you can see the video on there.